The first film that I saw that really had an impact on me was Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Uh, as weird as it sounds, I was like 8 years old when I saw that movie, and I don't know why my parents showed it to me, but they did, and it was like I'd just never really been presented with the idea of nuclear holocaust before, and it was a really scary but sort of intriguing thing for me as a young boy to see. And so I would say that that's the first film that really had an impact on me. I think the driving force behind me making films was taking film classes in high school. I had always liked going to the movies. My family and I would go every weekend. I think that honestly I didn't have any talent, and I was looking for my shtick, my thing. You know, I sort of grew up a kid who all I really liked to do was play video games and go to the movies. And there's as far as I had been taught, there's not much of a future in that. And so I thought that, hey, I could make movies. I could be the kid who makes movies. That could be my thing. And so I think that a lot of me getting into filmmaking was me just kind of searching for some identity for myself. I mean, I never liked to play sports. I don't even like to watch sports now. All the classes I had in high school just bored me to tears. Not that I was a bad student or anything, but I was just bored in school, and there was nothing else that I quite clung to, like just, going into that cinema every weekend and like lights darkening. All right, let's get a story told to us. That's something that I think has always really resonated with me as a person.
Yeah.
So Alex Slagle he's a friend of mine. We actually met in the 5th grade when we were, kind of appropriately assigned to do a movie review assignment, and we both really liked the Sixth Sense. So our little 5th grade minds were just blown by that ending, and I think that was something that really carried through and made us want to review this film. With our films that we made in KDPS, we collaborated on most of them, and I think that collaboration, was inspired both by the fact that we're really great friends, but also by the fact that Alex is one of the only people I know who will stand around for a 6-hour shoot where the only benefit is making a cool film. And so he's dependable, and he's as interested as I am in that, and so that was something that I think we kind of found in each other.
Sort of like soulmates.
Soulmates, yeah. Making films it can be fun, but a lot of times it's not. It's work. It's like working a labor-intensive job that you're pretty sure you're really bad at just all the time that you're there for no pay at all. But the thing is I think that end result, just seeing every film get a little bit better and seeing in your head, some of the career possibilities of this and how you can actually matter as a person if one day you do it right is always been something that I've looked for. Not saying that people don't matter or anything. Like, that sounded really bad, but I think it's just always been in my head, like I can't work a regular job. I would kill myself if I had to do that for the rest of my life. So as morbid as it sounds, like filmmaking is the is the only thing that gives me sort of that like end of the day pleasure, whether or not I get paid by it. I came to the University of Iowa to study filmmaking because I wanted to stay close to home and I wanted to stay in state. And, I didn't know if filmmaking in college was going to be like filmmaking in high school, and something that I still liked at a college level.
Yeah.
So I came to the University of Iowa as kind of a trial run. Let's stick close to home and let's see what happens. And for a while I was really frustrated that it wasn't USC, UCLA, NYU, and that it wasn't gonna take me on the track to being the next Spielberg. But then again, I started thinking about it and like, really, what is? I think that that's something that now interests me way more than like, what kind of production value can you get? Like, what are the big stars you can get? I don't feel a need for any of that. I feel a need to not even really to tell a story or entertain people, but just to make something that that resonates with someone, that makes them feel something. And that's an expression of who I am.
Yeah. All right.
So my latest film project, and I keep saying film, and it's a video. I've never shot film before. I'm a video maker, I guess. So my latest short is a project called Dirty Words, and it's a series of 3 vignette films about all the words that, when you were a kid or when you were growing up with your parents, like, you weren't allowed to say. So I chose the 3 words that for me are the worst, that a lot of people consider the worst swear words. So one of them is about the word. One of them is about the word. And the final one is about the word. And so with these 3 films, they each highlight characters in a particular situation where that word is employed, and sort of get into and dig at what the real meanings of those words are, and like why people are so hung up on these dirty words.
So I can say whatever I want to you. Like even dirty stuff?
But it's a comedy,
awesome.
and it's I have done some comedy, but most of my works have been serious, and so this project is me making just a really analytical, fast-paced comedy that is sort of it's in like the film. It's like a filmed version of a comedian's stand-up set, with each little short film being like a joke in and of itself. So I would say that probably the goal of any film that I would make is just to resonate with its audience and to reach as wide of an audience as possible. And a lot of it is, I want people to see my work and to be excited by it, and really just to make people think in a way that kind of feels good, like when you walk out of a movie and you have to think about that movie for 2 hours and you sit there arguing with your friends about what really happened, that kind of thing. That's what I want to do to people. My name is Josh Hanesack. I'm a filmmaker and I'm an IC creator.